Hey there, everybody. Love Them Knives here. LTK, whatever. Love Them Knives channel. Yes, it is. And we've got Bestech knives, don't we? We got like one, two, we got 5 Bestech knives. And they're new for 2018. And they're interesting. And I thought I was going to do a brief video and just kind of do a, like, here they are, folks. What do you think? And, later I'll take each one of these and kind of go into them on my, into a little bit more depth. But right now, here we go, the Beluga, right? And I got these, by the way, got these from White Mountain Knives. Okay. It's like, damn, okay, all right, I'll get one from. No, it's White Mountain Knives, Justin, super guy. And I went onto his site, like he's got all these in, and you can see like $52, I think, and they're various prices. Obviously, this is the Beluga, and they come in different colors, and they have these like part black washed on the blade. I got these are all, well, some of them are satin, and some of them are stonewash. Okay. So, and then the thorn. So you got I got the Beluga, the thorn, the spike, the pebble, which is the pebbles over here, and the Rhino. Got to get the Rhino, right? So, I mean, these are different. They're different prices. They look like they're all about 52 or $53. Let's keep going. Let's see what. And yeah, that's still the spike. And oh yeah, hold on. Rhino. So Rhino, more expensiver, but that's a 154 cm blade with G10. And some of these others have G10, and some of them have more of an FRN type handle. And then the pebble here is $88. So, and that comes in a zipper pouch and everything, but it's a VG10 blade, so it's not like a 12C27 like some of these others are. It's interesting. They're different sizes, different weights, definitely different designs. So I'll give you the link to White Mountain Knives. I'll make the link, like when you click on it, it'll come up with Bestech knives, so you can scroll down and kind of take a look. I got these from him. I said, dude, if I get like one of every of the new ones, can you give me a little help? And he did, and so I really appreciate what he does. He's a real prince. He helps me out. I mean, it does get expensive, obviously, and I've got knives behind this that I need to do, so it's not just, a simple outlay every once in a while for money, but it costs something. And so, yes, if you find it in your demeanor or interest, go onto his site and, yeah, give him the shot if you're going to buy one of these. And that's the Beluga, right? So black or a tan, or these flats being in black, and that's satin. All right? And these are 12C27 knives. So that's like a Sandvik steel. It's very corrosion resistant. I think Kershaw's used it in their knives before. I mean, as usual, Bestech has really, and I haven't taken these apart. I don't know I think these are probably ceramic bearings, because I think their other ones were as well. And when I talked to Selena and her husband at SHOT Show, when we were sitting around going through their knives, I believe that's, and her husband is the QC director and also one of the main designers, or the main designer of these knives. So it was really cool be able to meet him. She speaks better English, but wow. And it was fun going through the lineup. This is a little smaller knife, not real big, easily pocketed, got a back spacer that's looks like G10, and this is G10. Interesting. Good action on these. Check it out. Centered. no blade play, no lock rock. I haven't had any problems with these knives. I can't remember having an issue with the Bestech knife. So I guess maybe I've been lucky, or maybe they've just been good. Better lucky than good? No, maybe better to be consistently good. And, here's another satin grind. This is the Thorn. And they just got the name on here. It's like, boom, there it is. And that's not bad. I like that better than having something like, oh, it's the 705B or the 314D or something, because then, I'll talk with friends and they go, oh, what do you think about that blank brand 714C that just came out? It's like, I don't know. I can't envision it. But when they say Beluga or Thorn or Rhino, it brings it right to mind. So I think that's a great recognition thing to do, is to actually name things something. Like the paramilitary, that kind of thing. So somebody says paramilitary too? Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Or they say the Fossil? I know what you're talking about. So that's the kind of thing I like. In any case, without getting too involved, look at those steel liners. Skeletonized, yes. Nice and thick, strong. Not an ultralight, but we'll go through and measure all these real quick. And we'll do a size comparison between them. But this is like, is that a 3-inch blade or 3 1/4? I'll let you decide. And then, 7 3/8 overall, something like that. So 18.5 centimeters. And, about 80 millimeter length blade. So let's turn it upside down. There's the Thorn. Here's the Beluga. We're doing this left-handed and that right-handed, and we don't know what the hell we're up to. See? So we're about the same. The Thorn and the Beluga, about the exact same size. Yep, there we go. 7 3/8 overall. So 2 knives that were upside down, but we're not going to do that. I'm holding the tape with my right hand. So these two, same size. Not real huge, but they're the same size. Now, the spike, 8 3/8. Okay, that's another inch longer. And obviously the blade length is 3 5/8 to 3 3/4. Somewhere in there around 92 to 96 millimeters, depending on, if you want to measure it. Let me grab the tip and pull this right here to the base, to where the choil and stuff is. Then you're talking about 100 millimeters, but let's just say 95, but see, it can be a lot less. It can be 90 up here. But, 8 3/4. So 21, a little over 21 centimeters. So this is a pretty good size knife, okay? There's my EDC. And this has an FRN, okay? This is not G10 like this is or this is, but those are 12C27 blades, and this is 12C27 called Spike. And that's not a deep carry pocket clip, but I kind of like it. That's gives you a little bit, and this might be pretty much a real user knife. And you can see it's not a satin grind. Now this is stone wash with satin flats. And you can get these in different colors too. Look on the site, and skeletonized liners, but the liners are buried inside the scales. And you got a backspacer here. See? And you got an open area for your lanyards like you do with these two here. But look at the liners here. The liners are exposed on these knives. And that tends to make me feel a little bit more like they've got some heavy structural feel to them, integrity. This with an FRN instead of G10. And the liner kind of put into the scale. Doesn't feel quite as robust, but it's pretty good. We can get real picky here. Action's really good, centered, no lock rock. No blade play, came perfect out of the box. Liner locks, of course. So guess what? The back side looks as good as the front side. And I'll tell you what, we are going to go around on these frame locks here pretty soon, because I don't know. It's just those things where, you know, the back of a knife and the front of a knife, on this kind of knife, it doesn't matter. But, you know, I'm just saying, I don't have any other knives out here that I can compare, but which would have been nice. But in any case, I'm not going to get too deep into that. It's just like the 0452 CF ZT. You know, you got carbon fiber here, and you just got a flat piece of titanium with a frame lock. You know, I really like their 0452 Ti version. Front matches the back like that. If you're going to do frame lock, try and get the front and back, like the Wee Zephyr, like the Stedman Zodiac, that kind of thing. In any case, done bitching about that. Here again, we're going back to a smaller knife. So a liner lock, of course, all these are. But now back to a G10, fairly deep carry pocket clip, not left hand, but right hand only. Okay, this is VG10. This is not 12C27, and this is the Pebble. And is the Pebble about the same size? It looks maybe even a little bit smaller. So let's take a feel on it. And it is just a tad smaller. I mean, 3 at best, where the others could be considered almost 3 1/4, depending on where you want to measure to the scale. But here, no, you're talking about 76 millimeters and not even quite 7 1/4 overall. So not even 18 1/2. So what were these? 7 3/8 overall. So yeah, a little bit, you know, maybe I'm just, yeah, I mean, just a skosh. So pretty close to the same size. Let's put this in here and look at it. This one seems a little smaller, but in reality, they're about the same size. So the Pebble. So it's right in here with the Beluga and the Thorn. But this one comes in a zipper pouch in a bigger box. And with, I mean, this is sitting on, it's actually, this is the actual zipper pouch for the Thorn. So it actually comes in a zipper pouch with a microfiber cloth and all that kind of stuff. And in a bigger, wider box. Now, this is the one for the Rhino, I think. No, that is the one for the Pebble. Oh, and its pouch is in there, so that was the Beluga's pouch. But in any case, they're the same. So that's the model number. So the Pebble, strange, $88, right? G10 liner lock. Is it not 52? No, it's not $52. Because it's got a nice big zipper pouch and nice, better box. But, you know, then you've got things like the, I don't know, like the Swordfish and the Grampus and the Lion and the Scimitar that are D2 and G10 and seem pretty darn good, and they're like 52. So why is this 88? I don't know. Maybe somebody can jump in and tell me why you think this is $88. And I'm not sure that this is going to be as, you know, maybe the VG10 is preferable to a lot of people over the D2. And that may be it. I don't know. Other than that, it's got these scales. I mean, the stainless liners are also skeletonized, and they're kind of buried inside here. So they don't show. So here we go around again, and this is stonewashed, right? These two smaller ones, as we said before, are a satin grind, and the liners show. This one is a stone wash. There's no backspacer. Actually, there's no lanyard hole. And it's a stonewash blade. Now, is that pass-through easy? Oh yeah, that pass-through super easy. I mean, it's nice. I mean, the action of the knife is nice. It's straight as an arrow. It's It's centered perfectly. Great action. Got a sharpening choil, as does the Beluga and the Thorn. Check them out. You like that? Little getting jimpy up here. That's cool. Little traction in around the back. That's great. Little bit of jimping here, and the pass-throughs are so easy. Here and here. These are just going to be easy knives to grab and go and use, and very intuitive. Listen to that. Whew. Man, it's bringing some beef for as small as it is, right? So backspacers, I kind of like the backspacers better. I wouldn't mind if these were stonewash, to tell you the truth. But they got the lanyard holes. They got a satin grind. They got backspacer. They got G10, and the 12. And these are 12C27. This has got VG10, but other than that, it's no lanyard hole and no backspacer. So I'm kind of really favoring these two. This one is the FRN and the embedded liners, as well as like the Pebble in the scales, but at least it has a backspacer. It has a lanyard hole. It's a big knife. It's a real great blade shape for piercing, slicing, and it's stonewash, so it'd be a real good user knife. I like this. I'm not that shook up about it being an FRN or GFN, whatever it is. I didn't look real close, but it's not G10. And that was something that I noticed when I met with him and saw it on the table. It's like, oh, okay. Well, we see that material being used here and there, and there's some people that abhor it or don't understand why they just didn't do G10 for almost the same money, probably. It wouldn't cost you that much. And the Rhino. Now, if I had to choose between all these knives, which one do you think I'd choose? It's a beast! And it is a beast! The Rhino. It's a fairly deep carry pocket clip. Seems like it's got a little bit more juice on the up kick on the pocket clip. Then this is a little kind of flattened out. And this is like, yeah, kind of like this a little bit better. And I have had this in my pocket. And titanium anodized backspacer, and I'm gonna say some kind of coated or anodized pivot ring here. So these are the kind of pivots that you see in the Bestech Starfighter, or that kind of the high-end titanium knives. So they've taken the aspects of their high-end knives and thrown a couple of them in here with some really beefy, thick G10 scales. And then you can see these liners are visible. They're not embedded into the liner or into the scales. Liner, scale, liner. Drive me crazy. But it's a satin grind. And see, you can get these with, this is smoky, black washy kind of looking thing, or somehow coated, instead of like satin on satin. I mean, it's really stonewashed with a satin grind, but it's none of it's coated, okay? And I kind of like that. I mean, I'll take the stonewash with the satin. That'd be my preference. So, and I saw this in this color in black. I don't think I saw it in green on his website. So we'll see if it comes out in green. But, oh, it's a beast. I mean, it's a fat fatty. I mean, this slender carry, what have I got buried under here? Come on, man, really? Wow. Probably got some of my pocket lint. And the forward choil here. Yeah. Now, this is a stupid blade shape that I really like. You know what I mean? I mean, come on. It's not a terribly sensible blade design or anything, but it's saying something. It's styling. It's beefy. It's beefy up front. I mean, you're going to make contact like this. The recurve, yeah, for certain kind of cuts, the recurve can be very effective. And you got this open area here. I kept thinking, yes, I finger flicked this, but boy, that's some good detent. So it's not real easy. Very intuitive on the flipper tab. Really snaps out. All these have pretty good action. This one seems to have a more, just a more real snappy action maybe, in a way. I don't know. It just seems like it swings a little freer than the others, but could vary from knife to knife. There's your lockup. Liner lock, obviously. Nice heavy liners that are, yes, skeletonized inside for weight reduction. And like that backspacer, I mean, talk about an impact tool as well, or an impact weapon, whatever, I mean, that way. So you got that. You can put any kind of lanyard through there you want. But yeah, this is a crazy thing. I'm going to take them apart, take a picture. 154 cm, as I said before, on this one. So yeah, this costs you $100. But then again, I think of this the exact same way as the Wii knives. They come in a zipper pouch with a microfiber cloth. They have titanium hardware. They have heavy G10 scales. And they have a D2 blade. This is 154 cm, so how do you feel about that? Well, how do you? And we are running long. Okay, 3 5/8 inch blade and 8 1/4 overall, unless you want to go up for the headbanger, a lanyard hole. So I mean, 8 1/4 really, and just about 21 centimeters. So you're looking at 92, 93 millimeters, somewhere in there. So it's not a huge blade. It's not 3 3/4, but it's getting there, and it's a crazy looking blade. I know. I mean, the blade shape, you're either going to love it or hate it. I love it. When I first saw this thing on Instagram, before I ever went to SHOT Show, I saw this and I go, oh God, I hope they have that damn knife at SHOT Show. And of course, they didn't have a booth there. I just met them there. They just showed up. They were doing stuff with Mass Drop and other knife distributors and stuff they were meeting with. So they didn't actually have an exhibitor's booth. So I just met with them in one of the food court things in the Venetian. But in any case, yeah, so, oh God, hold on. Okay, before I let you go, if you want to stick around, I don't care. I'm going to weigh these up just so you can kind of get an idea of what they weigh. And let's turn this thing on first of all, and hopefully you can read the damn thing. Let's get it into space where you can, okay? And if we can zero it out at all. I don't know why I got something on here. Let's try it again. There we go. Now, ounces. Let's just do ounces, to heck with it. Transpose, if you must, to grams. Okay, the Rhino. And one other thing I'm going to do, because I think all the blade stock is probably anywhere between 3.5 and 4 millimeters. But that's, oh my God. See how fat that Rhino is? The rest of these are going to be probably 0.46 to, half an inch. But this is redonkulous. This is just crazy. 17.7 millimeters. It's fat. It is fat. Okay? Real quick. What the hell? 0.56. So these are probably going to be almost the exact same. Yeah. Okay. So, and the FRN, this craziness up here, the spike, probably be thinner. Not much. Not much. Pebble. What you got, Pebbles? 55. Okay, well, whatever. They're all 0.55ers, so that they're not super slender in their own regard, but this thing, it's a wide load, and you like them big. Okay, hold on. He's a hog. He's playing offensive line in the NFL. Okay, Oh my God. I guess he is. 7 ounces. He's just a little baby. 7 ounces. Ouch. So there's going to be some guys going, oh, that's it. No. And then the other guys going, oh, absolutely. 4.14 for the spike, which is a full-size knife, so that's not actually that bad. Okay, what do we got for the thorn? About 4 ounces. Beluga. Let's get real fancy and I can cut myself. 3.8, so about the same as the beluga and the thorn together right there are about the same. And this one's a little lighter, 3.6. So this is the lightweight, the pebble. Next, I think that one and that one. These are pretty much the same. This one's the lightweight. This one's next, but it's a full-size knife. And then crash the scales. Just for fun. I mean, if that ain't close to 200 grams, I don't know what it is. I know. Hey, it slides right in your pocket. One guy was going, well, should I buy the Contigo or does that just take up too much pocket space? And I go, I love the Contigo. Get bigger pockets. You'll love it. You know, just saying. I know. Benchmade Contigo is one of my favorites, especially the M390 one from KnifeWorks. But yeah, cool, huh? I like these Bestech knives. Great action. No lock rock, no blade play, all centered. You know, and they're various in a sundry style. So I'll run through each one of them individually in a future video, you know, try and do some like 6-minute ones since I've done this kind of intro thing. But I just thought, yeah, maybe this would be something you could sit down, you know, and check out, kind of see what all came in from Justin, the White Mountain Knife Guy. All right, guys. Hey, thank you so much hanging out with me. I really enjoyed messing with these knives. I had them about a couple weeks, so I go, I really ought to put them. I mean, I've thrown them up on Instagram, but I go, I need to put them on my YouTube channel. I need to get them out here so people can see. But, you know, if you haven't, please, one more time, we'll rotisserie each one of these knives to make sure you get every angle you would like. Fit and finish is good on them, folks. Backspacer, lanyard hole, deep carry. Thorn, I think that's really a cool looking shape knife. There you go. Not too sure I like this platform here on this pocket clip. Kind of weird. Next. Beluga. Platform again. Don't know if I'm really digging that. No. I know I'm not digging that. But, I mean, it's not a deal killer. It's just kind of odd. See, I mean, they could have done this. And that would have been all much better. And this pocket clip standing up a little bit better, not flattening out so bad, I just think is a better deal. See, there's pebble. You know, that's what they did here. They looped this over, so I really like this pocket clip better. That has enough more of an angle coming up. It's easier to get in the pocket as well. Just really like that. Yeah, and they did it with this, with the spike as well. It's just the pebble. I mean, with the thorn and the beluga. Just don't know why they changed that up like that. You got me. All right, what do you think? They're a crusty bunch of goodies, aren't they? From Bestech. All right, take care. 30 minutes. Wasn't that quick? You didn't even know. Lost track of time, didn't you? Take care, my friends. Flanny, have you recovered from St. Paddy's Day? Almost. You sound weak, dude. All right, take care, because you know what we do on this channel. We love them knives, so stay sharp.